Alright, this is going to be a short video, but it's mainly just me talking about a chapter that is not on the wikis at all. Like, you can look up the Sisters of Purification, right? And you actually have a whole, like a wiki fandom for them. Here, let me go ahead and click on it real quick. So you got their whole lore. And this is going to be the same magazine as well. Challenger magazine. It's not the same issue, but it's made by Games Designer Workshop, which is a US company. But the artwork is still pretty neat. But anywho, the chapter I'm going to be talking about that is not mentioned at all, and we could type it in real quick, is the Iceriver Guard 40k. And every time that you'll do that, it'll be an Imperial Guard division. But the one I'm talking about is this. Page 69 on Challenger issue 41. I got this from Drive-Thru RPG, Games Designer Workshop, a US company based in Illinois. And right here it talks about the Iceriver Guard Guards chapter. Okay, let me see if I type in with an S for it instead. Yeah, no. There's no wiki at all about these guys, which I find that sucks. Because the color scheme right here, that's why you got my guy looking weird, is the armor is generally painted this shade of blue with 3 wavy stripes, green, brown, green. And that's what this guy right here is showing, how it goes green, brown, green, and the thicker the stripe is, that's like what, if they're like a sergeant, lieutenant, what have you. And is a badge bear diagram with a tricolor waterfall, which would be the green, brown, green waterfall symbol. And it sucks that they don't have like an actual official wiki. And here's the waterfall, so that'll be green, brown, green. Look, that's pretty cool. It's got piercings. And this is for Rogue Trader era stuff. So cool looking. And that's what I pretty much have my guy, is like this one back here. There's gonna be a lineup. So yeah, this is what my guy pretty much is. But yeah, you can see kind of like the shade where, I guess this would be like blue, or say brown maybe, and this would be green on the sides, since the thicker the stripes, like depending on the width of the stripes is what level they are, or not level, what rank they are. And I pretty much got my guy looking like that as well, with the shoulder pauldrons. But since I can't do stripes all the way down it, this is the best I could do. It's having it be green, brown, green, going more horizontal. But at least on the helmet I could do green, brown, green to show a chapter I'm trying to make it be. And like it says, the main color is blue, but with green and brown stripes going down the side is what it's supposed to be like. But since you can't do that in this game, this is as close as I could get it for this chapter. But yeah, you could get this off Drive-Thru RPG. It's Challenger Magazine issue 41, right up here. Challenger Magazine 41, and I got this for $2.99 on Drive-Thru RPG. And the artwork, I don't know, I just really like the hand-drawn stuff of the old ones. And you can tell it's by the same people who made the Sisters of Purification, because this artist, I forgot what his name is. It's right there, but I can't read it. Does not draw the power packs at all to any of the armor. So if you got like say old scout squads, these guys will be perfect for it, because all the, even the Sisters of Purification would be as well. From the Sunstroke issue of the Challenger magazines. Now, a bit about the female Space Marines, since they're in the Rogue Trader era. Here. Rogue Trader era, every faction besides the Imperial Guard and the Lizard faction can wear powered armor. So, if we want to argue, like, I don't believe in female Space Marines because of the whole, like, gene seed. However, I will argue that you can make your own faction of women in Space Marine power armor, but it's not going to be the same as, say, what a normal Space Marine wears. Yeah, it will look the same, but the way it'll act for, like, lore stuff of, like, the neural links and all that kind of bullshit, you could have it be like, it's just it's not as one that requires this gene seeds. It's in the same style as the Space Marines, but it's not as, say, high quality or what have you, basically, for it. So if I wanted to, say, to appease both sides, basically, is you could either have like an elite group of rogue traders that saved up enough money, because in these people's lore, there's only 25 of them within this chapter. But anyway, what I'm saying is, within Rogue Trader, you could say that this is just like a mercenary military group that had enough money to buy power armor, and that's why they look like Space Marines, when all they are is just like, say, mercenaries or military people that actually had enough money to buy themselves power armor, and then they made their own, say, chapter. Now they don't have to be, well, they aren't as bioengineered as like a normal Space Marine, but you could have, like, say, your own Rogue Trader or military group or mercenary group of women. You could have them wear power armor, since back in the Rogue Trader rule book, every faction besides the Imperial Guard, the Imperial Army at the time, can wear power armor. So let me go up real quick. Yep, so right here for the Tyranids, typical squad, special weapon, yep, Tyranids. Let's look for powered sword they could have. Alright, here it is, armor. See, powered armor. That's what Tyranids could have. Every chance that one of the following, so a 91% chance, basically, or not 91, but, you know, you have to roll at least a 91 to 100 for their armor to be a powered armor for the Tyranids. Zotes, I don't think could wear power armor. They might be able to. Because Zotes are enslaved by the Tyranids during this time. But Tyranids could wear power armor. These guys, the Lizards, cannot, if I remember correctly. Let's check. Oh no, wait, they can. They can wear powered armor as well. And then, who are these now? Alright, so these are orcs. Jump pack. Powered armor, yep. they could include, they could wear powered armor. Orcs can. Yep, powered armor right there. They could wear power armor. Orcs could have power armor. Alright. I know Eldar can. Here's power armor again. Let's see who these are for. I believe these are for Orcs or Eldar. Eldar. Yeah, those were so Eldar could wear power armor. Here's the squats. Squats could wear power armor, or space dwarves. Let's see. Additional equipment. Nope. Armor. Powered armor. Yep, see? They could wear power armor. Here's the assassins. The assassins could wear powered armor as well. Right up here. See? Powered. The assassins. Powered armor. So, you need to at least roll a 31 to 100. So that's pretty, a lot of them would be wearing powered armor then. And of course you got your Space Marine chapters of the olden times. The rogue traders. Now these are just like your mercenaries, just traders, what have you, rich people that are trading. But up here, we could see, let me make sure, the rogue trader, blah blah blah. Okay, so nope, that's the assassin, so it's probably going to be up a bit more. But yeah, right, or, oh, that's weapon. The rogue trader, auto pistol, flamer. Oh wait, I guess that's the rogue trader side down here for just saw powered armor, and then the assassins I guess was down here for powered armor. Beastmen, whatnot. But anyways, yeah. So let's find the here's the army, the warriors of the army, Imperial Army, Imperial Guard. But yeah, these guys aren't able to wear power armor because as we look through here, this is the Imperial Army stuff down here. Because up here, just got done talking about the Astra Legionaries, the Space Marines. Up here is like the Space Marines, yeah. So first one's the Astartes, Legion Astartes. We scroll down, and then down here you see their weapons, shuriken, and here it is, powered armor. They always have powered armor. And like I was saying, that with the power armor, should be somewhere, I believe. But anyways, and it talks about how each chapter has its own distinct variation of the basic Marine power armor. So that's what I'm talking about right here. Is that it has their own distinct basic version of it. So not all power armor will look the same. That's why you got so many artists in the Rogue Trader book, and that's the Black Carapace. But anyways, that's why all the armors look different, because that looks like the Mark 6 Corvus armor. Then other ones, you got the Imperial Pattern armor, which looks like the C100 series minifigures, and the Lee 2 ones. So it's like different variants of power armor, as well, like how Layman Russa's power armor looks almost like the Errant version. Almost pretty modern. Some don't have gloves. The chapter of Dark Brotherhood, no lores about these guys. These are unknown. These people are. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But as I was going back down to, the Imperial Army is the only faction that cannot wear power armor. And if we scroll down and see what they can wear, I think the best they could get is I think a 5+ Thane, which is flak, and they could at least get the power axe, which is pretty cool. Power weapons. Where was it? Additional, no. Come on, I suck at this. But yeah, weapons. Yeah, sure can. So yeah, they got pretty much almost every weapon. Flak armor, so here it is. So they only get flak armor, rad suits, suspensors, targets. Yeah, that's it. They only get like flak armor, rad suits, and then flak and mesh, I believe they could also get to make it a 5+ save. Unless flak is already a 5+, and then mesh I think is a 6+ save. But yeah, the Rogue Trader, pretty much every faction besides the Imperial Guards could wear powered armor. So, going back to the Sisters of Purification, if you want to make, say you buy Space Marine models and you want them to be women Space Marine, you can do that, but I wouldn't call them a genetic modified Space Marine that we know in this universe. You could still say, yeah, they're a Marine, but they're not like how the actual Space Marines are, since back in the Rogue Trader era, anyone could pretty much wear power armor. And actually, let's go back and I'll show you like the different, oops, son of a gun. And I'll show you the different assortments of power armor as well. That they had from back right here. Assortment of power armor. So this is like your Inquisitor. You have this guy, and you got that, and then up here as well. So this is actually like the Chapter Master, the Chaplain armor. Yeah. So you got like the Mark 6 Chaplain armor, and then down here you got like the Inquisitor. So if you want, you can have women in power armor, but just know that they're not like genetically altered or modified with zygotes like the Space Marines. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. So hope you found this video interesting, especially with the Iceriver Guards chapter, since this is a very obscure, literally no wikis on these guys whatsoever, which is a shame. And like I said, it's the Challenger magazine number 41. Their symbol is a waterfall that goes green, brown, green in it. And up here, yep, you see, it goes green, brown, green, runs down the length of the sides from the helmet to the soles. The width of the stripe indicates the wearer's rank. The wider stripe, the higher the rank. So, and also they do a tattoo as well into the forearm. And also could do simple skin patterns as well. But yeah, this is all for Rogue Trader stuff, like what each squad. So whoever made this chapter went to depth about like 3rd squad, 4th squad, 5th squad. I love how they got piercings and spikes on their armor. So yeah, and this is once again how I have mine looking based off the description of it, and based off this is the only painted model that you could find as well whenever you type it in. You just type in Iceriver Guards, go to images. This is legit the only one that pops up. See? Iceriver Guards chapter. It's not mainstream. Oh, now it's talking about the challenge magazine. Whenever I've been searching this the entire time, never once brought it up. But yeah, only image right here. Reference. See, scroll down, you don't see anything. So yeah, hope you found this video pretty neat.